Use the big homie, the big bro. Let's get it, GA, back with the NFC Championship game between the Seahawks and the Rams, man. So y'all let me know in the comment section who y'all got to go going to the Super Bowl, Seattle or LA. But this was a good game, man. I enjoyed watching it. It was like watching a real football game on the PlayStation. So I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. But like I said, let me know who's going to the bowl, man. What's y'all prediction for the game today? Let me know. Y'all be blessed. I'm out. Gone.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cousins. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Stafford. Now he's just going to flip this forward.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22.
That pass play good for 22. Good for a Rams first down.
A gain of 22.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again here with Williams. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
A 7-yard gain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Now Smith gonna get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Who's brought down? That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Rams will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even, 3 apiece, the score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
All right, so the first 2, they go clearly to the defense. You get a 1st down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And the Rams are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Throwing, Stafford. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, L.A.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams take a 10-3 lead.
Seahawks 3.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Cup in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Kobe Durant up to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Darnold to throw. For the middle, it's cut. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Rams' 39-yard line.
Second down and 8. To throw again is Darnold. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And 3 at the Rams' 21-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Darnold. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Four seconds still to be played in this half, as that one's away. Jordan Whittington from his own end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's when the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Rams offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
That's caught by Puka. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
We spend so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. That's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Seahawks 6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. Darnold. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get about 5.
Number 9, Cam Walker, the ball carrier. Emmanuel Forbes on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion is Barner. Once again, it's Walker. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. Throwing, Darnold. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Darnold now to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll mark him out at the 8. But it is enough to set up first and goal.
Watch the eyes of this quarterback, Mike. He understands as he goes from his first to his second read, there's no reason to force something downfield. Check the ball down, get it in the hands of your running back, and pick up a positive play.
In motion is Barner. Here's Walker. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Steve Avila, guilty that time.
Still second down.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Stafford. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
Fourth down, the Rams who send out Ethan Evans to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. That's taken at about the 14. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Quick, it's Cup on the RPO. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Shaheed with the catch. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
15 yards.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll motion a tight end right. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now, Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. It is caught downfield by Cup. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They go with Walker. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A gain of 4.
The Rams use their third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Walker. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Brings up third and 5.
So here comes third and 5. Here's Darnold. He'll try to... And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Well, the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. gun, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's second down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
One last throw here for Stafford. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.